Well, that was fun. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons Online, the regular Let's Play. I'm back on side A. I know I said I'd do side B next, but I think I'm gonna do side A today, so that next time I play, I can do side B, and then just have the A sides on Monday and the B sides on Friday. That sounds good to me. I don't know if it sounds good to you, but it makes sense alphabetically for me. Makes it nice and tidy. Anyway, we are done with the harbor for the most part. So, to make use of this horse we earned, just head upstairs. I have no qualms with using this horse on free-to-play character, because this is something that any player who did the event could earn. Although, if we want to keep it fair to anyone who hasn't done the event, and is just now getting in, I'll walk. Alright, here at the west edge of the harbor, we find the gate to the marketplace. Now, if you look at the map, you'll actually see this path extends forward off into the distance to the actual marketplace. So even though we're exiting on the west side of the harbor, we'll be entering on the south. Like so. So here, we have another range of trainers if you need them. A quest chain that is pay to play, so I won't be doing it. And a lot of icons. A heck of a lot of icons. Where I want to focus today is this corner here. In the southwest of the marketplace. Southeast of the marketplace. These 4 quests. So I'm going to go ahead and head over here to the new tavern we can interact with. Welcome to the Rusty Nail. This smoky bar will be our little base of operations for this excursion. We're going to ask this brother here to bind us to this location. I suppose while I'm here, I might as well roll the daily dice. Nice. We got some experience points. I'm actually I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. Didn't give us a lot, but XP is XP. I think, looking at it, we're gonna have to say goodbye to our contract for Burek Dajbog, or how you pronounce him. He did his job. Let me get these all. There we go. Nice and clean, nice and tidy. Hang on. Hold on, folks. This might take me a moment. Alright, for this excursion, we are going to bring with us Molin Kaskenflagon. I'm actually going to hire 3 contracts ought to do. Our first quest that we can access here, Okana Braddock, right outside the Rusty Nail. Alright. We're going to go in here, chase after a group of adventurers who went in and never returned, looking for treasure. Now, I'm level 5, this is level 3. I can only open quests on normal, so...
As you make your way into the sewer, you are assailed by rank smells. The slick floor is equally foul.
Almost forgot to summon Mullen. There he is. How's it going, sir? I seem to remember there being oozes. Thank you. Must be the last of the oozes. Pull that switch for later.
2 crystals, dull and lifeless, flank the gate. There must be a mechanism to activate them within the tunnels.
Alright, the path splits here. In truth, we have to take both paths, so I'll take the left one first. I wonder if we can find this. Nope. Lots of fighting. Alright.
Along the floor and walls of the sewer, you find signs of a significant force of kobolds.
Alright, so for this one, the zombies are over here by the shrine.
The bodies of some of the missing adventurers litter the floor near the lever.
Zombies? Bodies? Spoilers. And then you can come over here and find a lever, but...
There is a lever here. Perhaps it is tied to the crystals that power the gate.
You see that? As soon as I approach the lever, these guys spawn in. And now, lightning traps have started, and this guy appears. So there are, for this side, there are 3 valves to disable these lightning traps. You cannot disable them through boxes. Unfortunately, I can't find the door to get in. I wonder if I cast Bless from my goggles, if I'll have enough to... Nope. Okay, we're just gonna have to try not to die. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost hit that with my sword. You okay? Alright. Now for the other path. Again, this one, same thing, except with switches and a different kind of trap. Been a bit since I've played Miranda. I'm kind of hitting all the wrong buttons.
There is a lever here. Perhaps it is tied to the crystals that power the gate.
Come on, Mullen. You're stronger
The
than
bodies of missing adventurers litter the floor near the lever.
Yep, so this side's trap is these spikes. I wonder if we can find the... Oh, there's a lever right here. If I had to guess, yeah. No? Well, maybe. Oh, we were lucky. This one had all of its switches out where we could get to them. Fairly certain the lightning trap, though, has some of its valves behind hidden doors. Nice. Alright. Now for the final hallway. The gate's open.
All about
And it
here,
is
you
4
see telltale signs
spellcasters.
of kobolds moving through the sewers.
Did I say 4? I meant 5. Thresh is a spellcaster, too.
You cleave the creature in twain. Return to the woman and tell her what you have learned.
Ricocheting bracers of spell sight. I don't cast spells, so that's not really all that helpful to me. Alright, the exit's right here. Ooh, a mithril half-plate. This would be really good for a spellcaster, but it doesn't do us much good. There's not a lot here that we need, so I'll take the most expensive thing, just a half-plate. Alright, don't be confused. If you don't have money, these two will be red, and you'll have to talk to this one. And for that, we come back here to this hatch. Now, this level is special because it splits. There is a combat path and a trap path. So, I will be taking the combat path, and I will take the trap path. Door's locked, so I'm going to unlock it.
The kobolds have
Simple.
devised a truly clever trap, catching you unawares as they emerge from secret doors set in the wall.
Oh dear.
Then spew noxious fumes into the tunnel. There does not seem to be a way to disrupt their flow.
No, there's not. So you have to time it. Alright. Trap boxes for these spikes right
At the
here.
edge of the running water, you see a blaze surge from the ceiling.
I did
into a
not time
slot in
it.
the floor.
Oh dear. Alright, there's no way to disable these poison traps.
Levers on the wall might
On
be
Elite,
used
they
to
are
lower this
very
half of the
nasty.
bridge. Lowering the second half may require a short swim.
Ah! Case in point. At least we can disable the blade, though. Switch one. Hi. I'm getting attacked in melee. I'm switch back to my melee weapons. What a nasty little trap. If you'd gone over here to break these crates before detecting the trap, you would have gotten shot. There we go. The timing here is a bit nasty. Ah!
A now crusted blood patch appears to have seeped under this door. Perhaps there is a way to open the door.
Let's see if I remember right. Got a rest trend here on this path. Let's see if I can get this open.
Rune-locked control panels seen likely for traps ahead. Mages and clerics often use walls to secure their secrets.
I am not smart enough.
Be seen ahead. Mages and clerics often use these to secure their secrets just beyond the spikes. Webs hang from the ceilings up ahead. Only a large widow spider could have created these.
Of course, we can't do anything about these middle spikes. I would not recommend standing on them.
Before you lies a dark and stagnant pool of water. It appears to be the safest place to leap.
In we go. Hey look, treasure. Hey, a rare spider. Alright, if you want to get your onslaught, you want to kill these scorpions first.
As the Troglodyte leader lies dying, the magic barrier's strength seems to bleed away.
Yeah. Alright, now it's said finished, but it's an ambush. There's a chance at a rare encounter if you stay in and go investigate that barrier. Sometimes there's a rare encounter here. Anyway. Let's leads back out here to the hey. Hey.
It's
not that.
In the center of the pool beckons you onward.
And it's not here. It's possible it won't be here on easy. Normal. Did I say easy? I meant normal. That's a bit of lag. Nothing I need, so again, we're going to pick the most expensive thing here. Which is probably this one with all the keywords. Alright, so with those two quests done, the next quest to do here will be Basil Tallborough. If I remember rightly, I want to summon Mullen for this. Now this is going to be a bit more difficult than certain other quests. There is only one shrine throughout this entire quest, and it is a use or lose shrine. meaning there is no way to get back to it once you've stepped past it. So, let us proceed. That was a bit glitchy.
Desiccated corpses line the walls and hang from the ceiling. Dead assistants or failed adventurers.
Now, I could smash every single crate here, but I am not interested. Alright, so if you see these eggs throughout this quest, those spawn baby glass spiders. If you step close to them, they will eventually hatch. If you step on them, you get poisoned. If you break them in melee, you get poisoned. You'll want to break them from a distance. Or just walk past them. I'm gonna go ahead and just do what I did in the other playthrough and just run. There's a gate here in the middle. Need to pull both switches.
Two signal crystals rest on either side of the metal door.
Oh, we've pulled one.
Platforms line the rim of a deep shaft descending into the unknown.
Alright, so if you have feather falling, or either through spell or through like a passive buff on your items, you can just drop down the middle here. Otherwise, you're gonna want to jump from platform to platform, taking ladders, and just trying not to fall. But since I can fall, sometimes there's a rare encounter over here. Alright, so I know there's a trap here.
A dangerous-looking spider crawls in the shadows, hungry for a meal. Venom becomes still as you enter its life.
Alright, you can now, at this point, pick up Venom's Poison Sac for an extra bonus. There is a trap box for this, don't worry. Alright. So, this here is the only shrine in this entire dungeon. So, I'm gonna go ahead and use it to get back this charge of Featherfall. Alright, as for this trap here, things are spaced out just enough you can stand in between them. Be fine. Alright, now if you look down, You can see a pit down there with a scorpion. If you were to, say, jump at that ladder, and jump at that ladder, you might end up having to go into that pit. Or, again, if you have Feather Fall, you can simply glide your way down to this opening here.
A signal crystal is set in the wall. Perhaps it is tied to a door somewhere.
Yes, perhaps it is. In most dungeons this early on, if you see a switch, you're going to want to pull it. More than likely.
Though there appears to be a way through the spikes, the high ground seems safe.
You don't get... There aren't a lot of, like, really mean, nasty, haha, gotcha switches this early into the game. Oh. I hear it. I don't see it. I hear it. Oh. Thank you. This room, do not step in the center of the room. What did I say? You, here, I want you to stand here, Mullen, and not do anything. Okay. Okay. We are lucky that... I'm lucky that I'm on normal right now. Because on Elite, that 10 damage would be a heck of a lot more than 10 damage. Alright, Mullen, come here and return to doing stuff.
A deadly-looking scorpion crawls forward to challenge you.
There it is.
Bile's chitinous body clatters to the floor.
There it isn't. Again, we can pick up Bile's Stinger for an extra little bonus at the end.
As if a more potent silk were being spun by the spiders, Redfang must be near.
Sometimes there is a rust monster down this hallway. I didn't see him today, though. Oh, I wanted to see if I could lure that into the trap. Oh well. Is a hidden door here? I can't find it. Alright. Where are your guards? There they are.
Redfang collapses in a heap, twitching and hissing as life ebbs from its body.
Alright, if you've been smashing crates this whole time, you might want to hold off on picking up these silk lands until you've smashed all the crates in this room. Otherwise... With that, we're done. Alright, so for defeating Venom and picking up his poison sac, we get a Potion of Cat's Grace, and for finding Bile's Stinger, we get a Potion of Fox's Cunning. Ooh. I don't really need any of these, so what costs a lot here? The shield, oddly enough. Alright, there is one more quest to do in this corner, and it is a bit of a doozy. If you like stress, this will be. If you don't like stress, you might want to steer clear of this one. But if you do like stress, there's a quest with a timer. This guy has guests arriving in half an hour, and you gotta clear his basement. Timer starts as soon as someone enters the dungeon. Do this. I feel like this used to be smaller, so maybe they've doubled it. I'm not sure. Anyway.
As you turn into the tunnel, you are overwhelmed by a rank and horrible smell. No wonder the Coin Lord needed assistance.
If you're a rogue, you can probably pick that door.
As the sewers open into a larger space, you begin to hear clawed feet scrabbling over the stone surface.
Alright. Somewhere is a valve for that door. Ah.
Troglodytes leap from the high ledges to halt your progress.
This could be an issue. I'm gonna have to really run to get to that guy. Of course, there's kobolds mixed in all this. I haven't got time for that. He got him, okay. I need to get to that lever. Okay. Alright, this is the room where I usually end up dying. So where is...
The room ahead reeks of refuse, feces, and all manner of foulness.
Take care of that shaman while I can.
Pushed in front of the ventilation shafts. They must be destroyed.
So if you are someone who's a caster or ranged DPS, you're going to be wanting targeting the other casters in ranged DPS in this room, please. I'm going to be ignoring these barricades until I can clear the shamans. Alright. Let's get rid of these barricades. Oh yeah, that would do it. Alright, looks like each time you destroy a barricade, more Troglodytes spawn. Ah, that hurts. And then this one here.
The last of the barricades is destroyed, and fresh air begins to flow into the room from the cleared vents.
Alright. There's more to this dungeon. Gotta keep moving. Yeah. Alright. Got a chest here.
You discover a grime-encrusted troglodyte fiercely defending her freshly laid egg. Sishless clutches her wounds and collapses in a pile of troglodyte filth.
And I think it used to be required that you had to smash the eggs, but maybe it's not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different quest. Reform and nullification, don't really need it.
Doggart grimaces and holds his nose as you approach.
Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. Ooh, something interesting. Alright, that's gonna do it for this adventure. Next time, I think I might tackle some more quests out here in the marketplace. I think either southwest corner or the north. Until then, have a good day. Hello, Jeets.